Hey guys, I'm Neelam and welcome to my channel. Today I will be explaining about data types, variables and constants which are present in C programming language. From our childhood days, we all have heard about different types of data in our real world like alphabets, numbers, like integers, whole numbers, natural numbers, real numbers, words, sentences and etc etc. So that's how C programming do have different data types. And here I have mentioned some of the data types which we use in C programming language, and I have highlighted the ones which we mostly frequently use in C programming language, like char, int, unsigned int, long int, long int, float and double. Char is what we call a character. Character is like almost everything, like capital A, small a, B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever, and 1 2 3 4 and star, semicolon and whatever. And every character in C programming language must be represented within a single inverted comma. And as we know that computer memory is not infinite, so there's a system by which we must represent any data. So character data is represented using 8 bits, so its range is -128 to 127. But don't think that for this range this A or this AB, this cannot be represented, as these are also represented by values, like capital A stands for 65, small a for 97, and a 1 is not represented by 1 but it's represented by a numeric value of 49, and that's how it is represented. And this range can be calculated by a simple formula. Like for a character, I have written here 8 bit, we represent it by 8 bits in computer memory, so it can be calculated as -2 to the power 7 to +2 to the power 7 minus 1. In general, for 8-bit data it is -2 to the power 8 minus 1 to +2 to the power n minus 1 minus 1. So this is how other different types of data are also represented, like int is for integer, like 0 1 2 -1 -2 and so on. And I have written here the size of in bits, but I have written 16 or 32, as it just depend on different type of compiler. We are using def C++, so def C++ represented the data of integer in 32-bit format, but some are there like Turbo C, it represent in 16-bit. So the range varies, and we can calculate the range using this formula as I have told. As it is 16, so we put n equal to 16, and that's how the result come this. So you can easily calculate. And unsigned int is something like every unsigned integers and not negative numbers, like 0 1 2 3 4 and so on. And this is long int, as I have already stated that int can be 16-bit or 32-bit. So if any compiler has represent this as 16-bit, so to represent the integer of having greater range, so this long int can be used, and this long int is having a greater range of 64-bit. So these are the varies of the integer format only. And the float is for real values, and this is represented in 32-bit format, and this is the range of float data. And there is a 6-digit precision after the decimal point, like you can represent a 1.23456, but after decimal you have to represent up to 6 digits. not greater than that. If you need to represent any number having greater than 6-digit precision, then you can use this double. So double can have 10 digits of precision after the decimal. Now we come to variables. So variables are basically containers of different data types. Like I write int, and as there's a keyword are already saved words which we use in C programming language. You can't use these keywords as the name of the variable. Like I give the name of variable like my int, and there's after every sentence we have to give a semicolon. So this is a my int, and this is like container of a integer type data. So if I want to save any integer data to this my int, I can write like 12 is an integer. So I just save this 12, I just assign this, and this is an assignment operator equal to, we have all heard and done from the basic days about assignment operator, what it does. So it's very easy. So this 12 is assigned to this my int value, so nothing else. So my int is known as a variable, and a variable can start with anything except some special characters, and a variable cannot be just a number, or it cannot be just a special symbol. So it must be like anything. After that you can give any number on anything else, but at beginning you can't give a number, then this is not allowed. And you can start it using this underscore is available everywhere, so underscore you can give, that's not a problem. And here you can see this 12. This is a constant is something like which we don't want to change, or we can't change. Like here 12, if I write 12 cannot be changed. What to change here? And if we want to mark any variable as a like constant, treat any variable as constant, then we have to use a keyword called const. And suppose I give char and a, and after that I want to change, like sorry, I have not assigned a variable like my char, and if I want to change this my char equals to now a, and try to like compile it, and here you can see assignment of read-only variables. As this is a constant variable, so this is a error, so this will not be compiled. If I remove this const keyword, then try to compile, it will not show any error. But if I again give this const keyword and try to compile, and here you can see it is giving read-only variable my char. So once assign this value to this constant variable, it cannot be changed in the whole program. Now coming to input and output of different variables. As we know, I have already discussed about printf and scanf statement. So basically by printf statement we can print any variable or constants in the console screen. Like this is the syntax for printing and character in the screen, where ch is the character. Hey, this a is a character, and it can be printed on the screen. It will show the alphabet capital A, and this is a character is a character variable, and it ch contains some character maybe, and here is a syntax to take the character, and I will show it how it works just like this. I write a printf statement and give %d. %d is a format specifier, and give comma and write my int and compile and mark it as a comment. That's very easy technique. We don't have to remove away a code if we have written a wrong code and like in para, so we don't have to remove and delete it, we just comment it out. So now compile and run, and here you can see it is showing 12, which we have printed here with this printf statement. So it is showing 12. Now we can also take the input by this format, like %d comma, and you have to mention this ampersand, and you can see the difference here. There's no ampersand, but here you have to give a ampersand to take an input. And like I show it as value before and value after, and this is for a new line. This is called escape sequence, which you can follow through any in the net or in the book. There are a lot of escape sequence, but I will discuss about some of them later on. Like compile and run. Here you can see this is value before. Now you give a value, just a second, for your readability I give another new line here and print compile run. Here it will be much easier for you. I give 45. Now you can see after giving 45 it was previously 12, and after giving the number it is now the new number. So my int has now the new value 45 and it had the old value 12, so it just changed. And I have written some of the format specifiers like %c for a character, %d for decimal integers, %i for also signed decimal integers, and like all of this you can use all of them. You can also suppose float, if you can assign a float value like 89.6 and print and just compile and run. I give it, and here you can see our float value 89.768. So that is how you can take input and output and C programming language and use different types of variables and different types of constants and just code. and it will be very helpful. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and share if you like the video. Thank you.